Okay, try it again.
Let's pause. You
Hello?
admit. So then admit. Hi, Jules. Oh. Hi, Jules. Oh, unmute.
Hello?
There's Shelley and then. Okay. Here I am. Let's see. I'm gonna. If you want to unmute, Jules.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Hi,
Hi. How are you?
Jules?
good. So you're actually at Bookworks, it looks like.
Yes, we are at the shop.
Oh, okay, both of you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I heard a little bit of an echo, so that could be if you're too close to each other.
It may be so. We
Yours,
may.
You probably want to go in
I
like
can mute myself.
or something.
Yeah, we might. Okay, so that's not gonna. We're too close.
I'm
Yeah,
unmuted.
that's it. So just
I'm
go on
muted.
like the other end or, find a spot.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise.
I will. I'm gonna move mine
Okay.
because
yeah,
that's
you
why we do this beforehand.
Yeah, my husband is joining us, but we always have to go in, two separate rooms of the house, so.
Nice.
Yep,
Okay.
I get a nice tour of your bookstore.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so here's that. I will go. Yeah, I'm not gonna grab it. I'm gonna do this.
Hey, Shelley, you can turn your camera on and say hi.
So we'll have to be in different places. Good to know. Camera's in the middle. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. And that's more fun.
Yeah, I can see Bookworks, good.
Here, Shelley, unmute your mic.
Okay. Is
Okay,
that better?
cool.
You're gonna put your camera on?
I'm trying.
Oh, okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
Hilda,
Made it.
hi Hilda. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Hilda.
Hilda's our neighbor as well.
And a recent cactus feature.
Oh, great.
And George will be featuring for us in January from way up on the Hudson River somewhere.
More of it recently than we needed.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah, I
Hilda's
actually,
books on our shelf.
I actually
Pardon?
credit, oh, go ahead. What was that, Shelley?
I said I've seen Hilda's books on our shelf as well.
Oh, yeah. She's got really thick ones. They stand out well on the shelf.
Right.
I'm sure Hilda's books are also at Bookworks, so,
Yes.
yeah. I just wanted to mention George Drew because he wrote another physics related books that I actually quote in the notes as a reference, so.
Yes, you did.
The horse's name.
We'll
is
have to read
Physics.
together someday.
Yeah, we
that would
just
be fun.
set that up. Yeah, that would be good. You could do like try to do something in connection with the Los Alamos Museum, maybe.
Yeah, that would be fascinating.
Yeah, I've read up in Los Alamos when what they used to have that corked. Or
Uncorked.
uncorked.
It was a wine bar called Uncorked.
That's good. Has explosive possibilities.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Ouch. Actually, Jules, I have a couple poems now based on your work. So
Well, that's always
Hair-
good to
hair.
hear. That's flattering. But, I'm glad
oh,
that my poems inspire you to write.
it'd be good pairing them up. It'd be interesting.
So,
Hi, Lenora. Lenora always has the most colorful backdrops.
Yeah.
See that.
The comic.
Okay. So I think some of you have heard me read before, but I'll try to do some new poems in with a few favorites.
Cool. All right.
I love the picture of Deb Palin behind you.
Yeah, she's my hero. We got that.
Yeah.
I think when the Poetry Playhouse was over on Granite in Albuquerque,
Oh, gosh.
and I had it over there for a while, and then John and I went to one of her, where she, not really a rally, it was a, you remember, John, somewhere where she was speaking. I think it was part of the
The
now.
Women's March.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
and then I used to belong to like Albuquerque Now and different things. So I think she was talking at that too. And anyways, we've seen her around a few times. So yeah, that's great. So
Silence.
Wyatt, if I know somebody, I'll let them in.
Okay, that sounds
I mean,
great.
Pretty much let everybody in anyways, but yeah, I know these people. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I just heard that if it's good to have other co-hosts and the possibility, just so if we're distracted, we can all get people in, do this thing right. So this is fun.
Yeah, once I start reading, so you're in charge.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's great to see everybody. So thanks for coming today at Bookworks.
You can unmute for a minute if you want to say hi. We've got a couple more Placitas folks coming in. Evie Jones, hi Evie, and
Oh,
Elizabeth
hi, Evie.
McPherson. Yeah.
Hi, Elizabeth. Let's see, Placida.
And Grant Holcomb, wow, from Rochester. Wow.
Cool.
Chester. Uh-huh.
Former head of the Memorial Art Gallery. Hmm.
Hi, Jules.
Hi.
Hi, Jules. Can you see me?
This is who's talking? Evie?
No. Me? No.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm pinned right now, so I have to like scroll through all of these faces on the top of the screen.
No. I can do it. I'm good.
Do you want me to unpin you, Jules?
It doesn't matter. When I'm reading, it's probably good if you want. I mean, it's if
Oh,
you
there's
want
Cheryl.
for recording. I think it puts me in the spotlight when you record. Oh,
Hi,
Nancy.
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Your camera's broken. Okay. Oh, and we have Amanda coming in. Yay.
Yay. Hi, Amanda.
Hey,
Hi,
Amanda.
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, everybody.
How's
Hey.
it feel to be a guest?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Congratulations, Jules. Nice to see Wyatt, Shelley, and everybody.
Hello.
Yeah.
And hello, Cheryl. Hello, Nancy. Yeah. Mhm.
Sandra.
It's actually nice being on Zoom because we get a wider audience, not just
Mhm.
because some of our friends here are
Mhm.
other places in the country.
Hi, Linda. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Jules.
Hi, Linda. Let's see, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. You're in New Hampshire right now at a cabin, but they live in Albuquerque, so they're on vacation or at their summer resort area.
Where is she in New Hampshire?
Cheryl, you can
unmute,
unmute yourself. You're muted.
Okay, I said, I'm glad you're on Zoom tonight too.
Yeah.
Otherwise I wouldn't get to hear this.
Cool.
Have to hold
Good
it.
evening and welcome, everybody. My name is Wyatt Wegerson. I'm one of the owners here at Bookworks. It's 6 o'clock and I just wanted to welcome you all. I will kind of the plan Jules is going to read for a little bit and then we'll open it up for questions. And if I'll do my best to, for when we do question Q&A, we can just unmute and then we can also celebrate Jules from all over the country. So it's glad to have everybody. Tonight we have Jules Nyquist, the founder of Jules Poetry Playhouse in Placitas. Her newest book is Atomic Paradise, and it's an exploration of growing up in the Cold War and living in the land of enchantment, which is New Mexico. I put a link in the chat if you would like to purchase the book, and I am going to mute everybody. And Jules, if you want to unmute yourself and we can get going, and I'll keep an eye on this thing. So thank you so much, and go ahead, Jules.
Well, thank you, Wyatt and Shelley. It's great to see Bookworks, and I'm so glad you're in the store hosting. It's almost like being there, and I got to be there once when you opened up. So thank you so much. And before I forget, there was a great press release in the Albuquerque Journal, a great write-up by David Steinberg. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. And buy books from Bookworks. There's some copies there in person, or you can order online. So I'm going to read for about 20 to 25 minutes from Atomic Paradise. And I tried to personalize this with my experiences growing up in the Cold War and the nuclear era. And so I will take you on a little bit of a journey. So this first poem I'm going to read is called Star Wars Revisited. In the suburban movie theater, I was Luke, stuck on a planet that was my room, my ticket to a world where I didn't need a ride from mom. I'd sit near the front with my friend. We saw the dark side at school when we asked too many questions. Space was immense, unfathomable, as far away as graduation or a crush on Harrison Ford, or airmailed love letters to a pen pal overseas. I'd never been a princess. My mirror was the water when we camped by the lake. I permed my hair or wore a hat. My force was something to believe in, what I saw from the family station wagon. I couldn't imagine my parents dead. What would it take to destroy the Dark Star? How would I change my life in 1977? I signed up for high school Russian history and dabbled in Cyrillic. After graduation, my first presidential vote was lost to Reagan. Star Wars was implemented with real space-based anti-missile systems. I might as well have been on that movie spaceship going to Alderaan. So a lot of what I'm writing about, I did a lot of research for this book, and Robert Oppenheimer has always been a fascinating person to me, and I read his biography, American Prometheus, and that's what actually sparked me to write a lot of these poems, and just I kept getting deeper and deeper into the whole nuclear history, and then living here in New Mexico in this land of beauty all around us, yet there's all these hidden nuclear secrets, and this is really where it all began. So Robert Oppenheimer was also a poet, so this one is called Poet and Physicist. Is it destiny that I am drawn to this man of science, of art, living at the edge of mystery? The brilliance of stars are his. Their internal radiation, logical structure, feeling of beauty, excitement of science. Oppie is interested in everything. He coexists with all at once. An afternoon meeting with his students lasts far into the night. Electrodynamics, cosmic rays, astrophysics, nuclear physics, Hindu classics, Homer and Plato read in original Greek, missing the last ferry from the bay back to Berkeley. The fog of the universe surrounds unanswered questions. The blue of abstract theory and intuitions lands on hard, crude methods of theoretical physics. His natural ability with horses gives him relief at his New Mexico ranch. Took him on rides in the wilderness. He tames the wild as one breaks a horse, inspires us into the next great new adventure where we climb the rocks, sit in the cold dark, and count stars. He shows me how ordinary minerals like uranium, what if he had been a geologist, can be split with neutrons to become extraordinary, life-changing, enough so that I pack my belongings in my car and head out to my unknown. Api was a young scientist following his teacher, a poet called to be a shaman. I am a midlife woman curious just to be here in this presence, the New Mexico landscape of majesty, of responsibility. I am fearless of destiny. So that is a little bit about Robert Oppenheimer. I'm going to read next a Sistina, which a Sistina is one of my favorite forms of poetry. I teach a class on writing Sistinas, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it's 6 stanzas that repeat 6 times, so it's a fairly longer poem, and the end words repeat. So you're going to hear 6 words at the end repeated over and over, and then it wraps up with an envoy. So it's a structured way of kind of dealing with some intense topics. And this one is called Radium Girls. And this is based on a true story. There's also a book out. I think there's a Netflix series out on this. This is about the radium and the Radium Girls. They promised you the glamour kiss and more money than you'd ever know, a chance to be an artist with a watch on everyone's wrist, a cause to be proud of, the glow of radium dials, a poison of occupational radiance, poised to point your paintbrushes for a kiss on your lips, that finer point, a better glow on your face you painted unknowingly, your fingernails, your toes, a manicure that causes you heartache for the love of the art. You were mistaken, self-luminous art disintegrates your marrow, hollow poisons cake your eyelids, yet you see fireworks cause cataract meteors to burst, flash, and kiss your retinas, radiant light emitting knowledge like a forbidden apple, a glowworm-like heat. Ionic energy glows with phenomenal brilliance and ecstasy. Art in its deadly fullest knowledge reveals the secrets of Marie Curie, not poison, but a miracle cure for everything, a radiant kiss of luck for bath salts, chocolate, Radithor, bottled water, because water is better than radium beer. Pause with your man at the Radium Palace Hotel. It attracts the glow of 2,500 customers a year. The price kissed up to 3,000 times the worth of gold. An artist could splurge while working in radium. It's delicate poison like a lover that seduces without protection. You know you shouldn't, but you do. What do you know that could possibly go wrong? You didn't sue because only later you found out it was poison to ingest like a bitter apple, that warm glow on your face, your teeth falling out, your art becoming a frail old woman after being kissed too many times by her lover. You knew all along the glow was temporary, caused by cruel greed, cheap women, artists like you, used up, and only the men got autopsies. You kissed away your future. So I'm going to bring us more into the Trinity site itself. And this one's called Acnophobia. At the Trinity site, the morning of the blast, Scientists observed tarantulas the size of tennis balls crossing the road. Is my fear of spiders any excuse to wish for the death of innocent creatures? How can I be selective for wanting to save the lives of snakes and all furry things, but be depressed because cockroaches will outlive us all? If we had to bomb the Germans or parts of Europe, would we have done it instead of bombing Japan? Japanese were hinting at surrender. Too risky to invite them to the test. What if it didn't work? How would we save face? Los Alamos physicists jumped for joy when the Fat Man test was successful. Years of work to discover that they really could claim the laws of physics. Uranium and later manufactured plutonium exceeded all bets that were placed on how many tons of TNT would explode. Lucky guy who got the highest bid, 18,000 tons. The baby sold to our military, grown-up gadget thrown into the world. Then we dropped it twice. American ego had to beat the Russians to claim sole victory over Japan in winning the war. The Air Force projected vague numbers of how many distant insects may be destroyed. The reds, the yellow peril, the cockroaches of civilization on the other side of the world. Watching the film later of the destruction caused by the gadget, leveling whole cities and innocent children, tears come to the eyes of the scientists. We actually used it. 0.6 of a gram of pure energy with 80,000 deaths and 80% of buildings destroyed from Little Boy's blast. Oppenheimer was accused of being a Soviet agent by his own hysterical country he worked to defend. Didn't want us to build the H-bomb, the super, more and more powerful ones, inconceivable at the time. We just wanted the device to end all wars. At the Trinity site, the ants go on burrowing and bring up tiny grains of tritonite, that blue-green glass that is now illegal to pick up. Visitors allowed twice a year, so our biggest enemy, amnesia, won't forget. I'm sure some of you have probably been to the Trinity site. I've been there twice, and I know it's closed now with the pandemic. So this next one, moving on in the book, if you're following along, there's one called Roasted Pumpkin, and this is about Hiroshima. And I wrote this after reading there was a book out, I think it was right around 1945, called Hiroshima. In Hiroshima, the day of the blast, Mr. Tanimoto was dismayed to see the shelter building razed. In the garden, Father Cleansword noticed a pumpkin roasted on the vine. They tasted it, and it was good. They were surprised at their hunger and ate quite a bit. They dug up several potatoes that were nicely baked under the ground. The asphalt of the streets was still so soft and hot that walking was uncomfortable. They found several bags of rice, and one of the people with them had cooking utensils. In the park, Mr. Tanimoto organized the lightly wounded women of his neighborhood to cook. This morning, the city was bustling with 245,000 people. Now, in the afternoon, a mere pile of residue. Some could not keep the pumpkin in their stomachs. Mr. Tanimoto and Father Cleansword and the woman cooked enough rice to feed nearly 100 people. Sorry, it's hard for me to read that one. I'm going to bring us back to the United States and Santa Fe. Some of you may know there were Japanese internment camps over various parts of the country, and one of them was in Santa Fe. This is called Hotel Sheraton Santa Fe. The woman walks to her car in late afternoon. Haiku in her book sleeps. Fear of Japs forced the men here. American citizens, his son served in the war. Where were the towers, barbed wire fences, guns? Men in suits at her home took her father away. Children shipped off with the women, helplessness, distracted by writing, performing theater, make-believe. Snow so pretty on the Sangre de Cristos. Family business collapsed, no one to carry it. He speaks 2 languages, is considered dangerous. The guard sleeps at the door unafraid. The man chant librettos, copied by hand. 4,000 men aching, missing wives. Today, a couple walks hand in hand to dinner. Hotel restaurant prides itself on welcoming all guests. No plaque or sign to be found for a marker. A white boulder a mile away off Canyon Road near a park. Paintings in the hotel glimmer. Painted makeshift theater walls fade. Yoshimura family goes back to Japan. Okay, so just a couple more. This one, I'll read this one because it's outside of New Mexico, but it relates to nuclear power plants, and it's called Niantic. And this one's for John, since John grew up in Connecticut, and we try to get back to his family has a cottage near Niantic area. We order lime margaritas at the Main Street Grill, sit on the deck overlooking Niantic Bay, blue on blue view, Long Island Sound in the distance, a chilly breeze blowing out the sun. Rising on the horizon is the Millstone Nuclear Power Plant, a gray-white city surrounded in green. Amtrak's Acela zooms by, and the little boy at the next table is enthralled by the speed. You tell me about your Uncle Bill, an electrician proud to help construct nuclear reactor Unit 1 in the late 60s to bring New England into the atomic age. We guess he was probably there at the plant opening, December 28th, 1970. He moved his family from Hartford to a house in Waterford near Millstone Point, so he could see the plant every day while swimming at the beach. We forgo another margarita and head out to sunny Main Street with the tourists, sipping wine or eating ice cream. How many know what the low tide brings or where the crosswinds will blow? The next shutdown looms as cooling reactors raise water temperature. Uncle Bill's Unit 1 shut down in 1998, but Units 2 and 3 continue to operate, earning OSHA's top award for workplace safety. The little boy's generation will be guaranteed nuclear generated electricity to 2056. So I'm going to read, let's see, this one's called City of Rocks. And it's about the actual City of Rocks in New Mexico, down by Silver City area. Oil tanker cars line up through the flats between Deming and Silver City. Their shiny blackness in contrast with coarse desert sand. Actillo and Cholla bloom as always. The rocks were here 34 million years before us. The wind doesn't listen to our government's blaring of superior status to strip the mountains, spit forth hate. The few oil cars are lost on this vastness. Wind shapes the volcanic rocks, comforts us as we walk on paths to what we must do in this world. And I'm going to close with another Sistina, of course, and it's a double Sistina, which means there are 12 lines. And this is called The Decaying Nuclear Bomb Double Sistina. And I wrote it this way to emphasize the bomb. You're going to notice that the word bomb is at the end of every single line. And it's going to start out with 12 lines and then go to 11 and 10 all the way down. You can kind of see if you don't have the book. It kind of shrinks itself towards the end. And I'm going to read an epigraph before the poem. There have been 2,053 nuclear explosions worldwide in the 20th century. The United States conducted around 1,054 nuclear tests by official count between 1945 and 1992, including 216 atmospheric, underwater, and space tests. White as an American bomb. When there was no bomb, before I was born, the bomb was here. 2 decades of bomb and the war, the way to win a bomb, wake up the Americans in denial of bombing until Pearl Harbor. The bomb woke up the giant beast, a bomb project assigned to General Leslie Baum Groves, codename MED, short for bomb, Manhattan Engineer District, inconspicuous bomb, funding, pulling strings to secure more bombs when no new weapons, like an unproved atomic bomb, ever won a war. This bomb was in a race to beat the Nazis, a bomb to save America, a bomb to impress the world, a bomb for manifest destiny, a bomb with a AAA supply rating, a victory bomb on a mission with many star generals bombing scientists with pressure to perform bombing feats of atomic energy, an unpronounceable bombing horror taken away from Oppenheimer's grand bomb vision of fission and cracking the atomic bomb code, the nuclear energy gobbled up by a bombardment of military obsession, of bomb ego power, a white man's Jesus, this bomb to save the world with a hard J bomb that sticks in your mouth, a salty bomb taste that turns to grit, sucked up bomb lies in the stem of a mushroom cloud bomb in the middle of the desert, flashes of bomb among the yucca, screams, unspoken strips of bomb fallout like a stripped up falling bomb. They took it and used it on people, a bomb scientists naively wanted for testing, a bomb to show the Japanese, countdown to a bomb not offending anyone, and atomic marvel to bomb away our funk, put on cakes, Mrs. Bomb beauty contests and bikini atolls, American bombs invented by us. We rule the bomb, we are the bomb, in control of the propaganda, sell the bomb to the people. The way the war is won by bombs and not really hurting the civilians. We lie, bombs dropped on women and children, atomic bombs and fire bombs, as if we needed more bombs, more radiation. The neutron bombs drop on us, the teeth falling out, bombing, the bigger is better H bombs, and how many more mega bombs? A year before I was born, the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated was by the Soviet Union, the Tsar Bomba in 1961, 50 megatons, an insane bomb blast, 3,333 times more powerful than the little boy bomb. The bomb felt in our unconscious, a womb-forming bomb, blasting mothers with radiation, satellite combing bombs. 1979, the next country going rogue with a bomb is Israel, hidden by President Carter. The bomb does not exist if we can't track it. The bomb lies to all of us. Truman lies to Oppenheimer. The bomb hates the son of a bitch physicist, loves the Marvel bomb, Reagan and the Star Wars project, more bombs in space, test bombs underwater, the underground bomb, Nevada fallout, over 690,000 American civilians bombed, infested grounds of uranium, the downwinder bombs, the produced plutonium, aluminum bombing, the bomb club, Russia, US, France, China, UK, bombs, Pakistan, India, North Korea, Israel, all bomb testing nations. Who's next to get the bomb? Nuclear power plants, the new energy way, bombing safely humming along until they don't. Bomb, the Fukushimas, the Chernobyls, insatiable lust for bombs, the pit houses lined up in rows, bombs, not in my backyard, bombs, finding funding even today to stockpile more bombs, never giving it up just in case bombs, sitting there with unused codes. When is the end of the atomic bomb? It is still going on, the bomb. Well, thank you. So feel free to unmute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's right.
Wow.
I think technically that last poem, the way you use repetition with bomb is a miracle in and of itself. That's really well done, Jules.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll have to read the chats here in a little bit too.
That's technically, that's really impressive.
yeah, if you want to mute yourself and give Jules a round of applause and thank you so much. This
Yeah.
is awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And
Great reading. Great
Thank you, Jules. Enjoyed listening.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I'm happy to take questions and read some comments here. Short. Gun crazy. Does it start with boys and BB guns aiming at anything that moves, including the dog? Movie theater madness, Bonnie and Clyde. The judge asks the boy, "Why did you do it?" "I don't know," he says. "My sister says shooting is the only thing I'm good at. It's what I want to do when I grow up. I feel good when I shoot like I'm somebody."
There you go, right there.
There you go.
There you go.
Good.
Yeah.
So I think that reflects a lot of the attitude even going on right now and the fear.
Yes.
And in my notes, Gun Crazy is actually the name of a movie. It was a film noir movie from 1950 directed by Joseph Levi. So you can look it up and watch it. That dialogue is right out of the movie.
Yeah,
So
that's a really potent small poem. It's a lot larger than its size. Yeah, very well done.
and I think it's also just the obsession with the nuclear bomb as well.
Yes.
And the
It's a bigger BB gun.
American ego.
Jules?